feeling good where you were in the game at that point. You know they're dangerous. You know the wind's blowing out. But with Kumis on the mound and a 2-run lead.
Well, Kumis has been a guy for us that's pitched really well, so we were in the right spot, and you got to give Clemson credit for putting some good swings on being hit by a pole. They had really outpitched us today. They did a better job offensively. We didn't score 1 run after the second. That being said, we were in position to win. And really, I thought it came down to the play McGibbon made over there on Ferguson's ball. First and third there, he turns it into a double play. That ball goes down the line. We're probably up by, maybe 3 or 4 at that point. But he makes it, turns the double play, the momentum shifts, and then Poe has a big hit. So they did a nice job.
Ray, the strategy was Schaefer after you get the home run early and then intentional walks the rest of the way, and then that kind of sets up.
Well, it's difficult. There's no question about it. But we were trying to go get him that last time. We weren't trying to unintentionally walk him. We were trying to get him out that time. We just missed because certainly you put the tying run at the plate, and if he hit a home run, they still would have been down by 1. So we just missed in that particular situation. But we did try to be careful with him. He's a great hitter, and he was on base. It seemed like every time up this weekend. So, and then Poe came up big.
Ray, what do you talk to Joey about this week? A little bit of a tough start for him.
Keep playing. That's the thing. You just got to keep grinding it out. A lot of young players go through that, and there's been a lot of guys that played in the big leagues that had a slow start. And the good thing for him, he's going to get an opportunity to play. He'll play through it.
Are you anxious to see how your team reacts first loss and how they come back out?
I knew you
were going to lose at some point, right?
Well, yeah, we didn't think we were going to run the table, but we'll bounce back. We were, like I said, we were in a position to win today, and maybe we didn't deserve to be because, like I said, they outpitched us, they outhit us, and we played hard. We fought, but they were a little bit better today, and in the end, they came up big and were able to win the game.
Is it enough to win the series? I mean, the players sounded pretty disappointed that they didn't get this one today.
Well, it's one day at a time. We'd won the first 2, but you want to win today, so we're disappointed right now, and that's part of it. This series is very, very good, and I think it's good for both teams. They go into conference next week. We're 2 weeks out, and I think it helps both clubs going into our leagues to go through this for a weekend.
Ray, what do you think Tanner English did on that bunt that ended up getting popped up? As you watched it, you thought maybe he should have done this different?
He was a little bit too aggressive there. I mean, this is where you kind of give yourself up. He was a little bit too aggressive out of the box and maybe was trying to get on base as well. But, again, he's a young player. He'll learn from that. But that was just a sacrifice bunt situation. He was a little bit too aggressive there.
Ray, overall, was it a good, positive weekend for you guys?
Well, I think it was in a lot of ways. I mean, we were able to win twice, but we still, we got to do some things better. We got to shore it up on defense a little bit, and we pitched pretty well except for today. Not so good today, but these were tough conditions today for both teams. It was blustery. The infield was fast. It wasn't an easy day to pitch and play out here, and both teams had some issues with it. But it was a good series for both teams.
Do you feel like Kumis will have the confidence to bounce back? He's a tough-minded kid.
Well, he is, and this will be motivation for him. I mean, I know he's not happy with the results today, but number one, he got beat by a good club and some really good hitters, and he'll have to make some adjustments to be better.
You've gotten some big contributions this weekend. Kyle at the beginning and Sean Sullivan at the beginning to Grayson today from new guys. How much were you looking forward to, during this first month, knowing that nothing in this first month was going to make or break your year, just to seeing how those guys performed, and how do you feel on the whole about that?
Well, I know a little bit more about our club now than I did a couple of weeks ago. That being said, we still got to find some combinations. Sean Sullivan comes up with a big hit. Kyle Martin gets some hits, and the young guys, Griner had a good day today, but we can't play them all. We got to find the combination that's best. Vergie's hitting the ball a lot better at second base than his numbers indicate, and he plays pretty mature in the infield. So there's some pluses there.
What did you learn about your club this weekend?
Well, we got a chance. I mean, it's very, very early. We did some things well. We've got a chance to be a pretty good club, but we still have to grow a lot. We've got some veteran guys, and we didn't get a tremendous amount of production this 3-game set from some of our older guys, and we're still able to win twice. Some of the new guys came up big, but it's a work in progress. You gotta get everybody trying to make a contribution at the same time, and as I said many times, you still got to win games as you go. You got to figure it out and do enough to win.
Do you absolutely want to be sure about second, maybe who's going to DH when Grayson catches by the time you roll around to the Kentucky series? You got 8 games still.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll shake out or not. I mean, I kind of went into the season thinking if Griner wasn't catching, he swung the bat well enough to probably DH. He gave us an indication today that he might be able to do that again. So we'll just have to see. We've got a midweek game and 3 next weekend, so we have a few more games to get ready for our conference play.
You're going to try to use as many guys as you can here these State before the Kentucky series?
Well, not so much.
I mean, not as many guys in, but as
yeah,
many in the question spots.
Well, we're going to try to win.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't get any exhibition games, so we'll try to do what we can to win the game against the competition that we're playing, and we're not going to try to give guys playing time. We're going to try to put guys in there to help us win.
Fred, even though you lost today, it was a heck of a series, wasn't it?
I thought it was. I mean, the Friday night game's a 3-2 game. It's anybody's game, and could have been anybody's game yesterday. We got a couple runs cushion before Schaefer hits the home run. It looked like maybe we were going to do that today. We were going to go up by 3 or 4, and then he couldn't hit a 5-run homer. But he got in a position that he could be the next guy could tie it up, and that's what happened with Pohl. But it was good. Like I said, I think what happened in these 3 games is good for both teams. You get pressed a little bit, you get some pressure on you, you have to make some big plays, and hopefully we'll both be better for it going forward.
Thanks.